Hey, people. It's an absolutely scorching Sunday evening here in Sheffield. Just started out on a delivery shift. Now, this delivery shift has very restricted parameters. I am going out for exactly 2 hours. And basically, I'm singing for my supper, or at least delivering for my supper. We've got no food in the house. And so I said to the family, I said, right, I'm going to go out for 2 hours. Whatever I make in that time, that will pay for whatever takeaway we're going to have this evening. So it's in my interest and my family's interest for me to earn as much as possible in these 2 hours. It's 6:39 now, so I'm going to work to about 8:40 and then pick up something for us to take home from there. Now, I just as I sort of turned on the apps, got my first order in, which is a nice, actually, £12 order from Nando's. So, nice, good one to start. I'm not sure it's going too far. I think probably about 6-7 miles in total. But 12 quid is pretty damn good for an order. So let's go pick this up. Hope you've been enjoying. It's beautiful weather. Jesus Christ, we went out today into the Peak District, went for a long walk. Got burnt to buggery with my fragile lobster-like skin. I'm looking like a very, well, undercooked sausage at the moment, all sort of red and pink and blotchy in places, but okay, I'll survive. It was a nice day out. Went to a place called Hathersage and went for a nice long walk in the countryside. Took a picnic with us. It was gorgeous. But came back and realised I had no food in the fridge. So thought, hey, you know what? I'll just go out and sort of sing for my supper. I do this occasionally. My son loves it when I do this. He's like, yes, takeaway. I mean, any kid likes takeaway anyhow. All right, first order to pick up is from, well, we've got both orders, I think, are coming from Nando's. And then going to a couple of places in Sheffield. I can't be any more specific than that because I didn't really look at the order very carefully. Cheers, buddy. All right, let's see if I can squeeze my rather rotund frame through here, Jesus. All right, buddy. Just put that there for a sec. Let me just... not too bad. How are you? I got a couple, 5812 and 2048. Have we got them both, yeah? Perfect. So 2048 and 5812. That's not that, that's 2048. Okay, no problem, buddy. No problem. I shouldn't be long, are the fatal last words of all takeaway employees for delivery drivers. All right, buddy. Not too bad. Oh, come on. Of course, what sometimes happens is they just go back into the restaurant and then get caught up with other stuff, then forget that they're supposed to be looking at stuff for you. What do you think? Okay, I'll wait, I think. Let me just... Which one's this one? 2048, okay. Is that for me? Oh, perfect, yes. Let me just...
We ran out of some nettas, so they only have 2, but we threw in like 2 chocolate cakes.
You ran out of what?
2 nettas. So it's like...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let them know that we threw in 2 chocolate cakes.
Oh, okay, I will, yeah. No problem, buddy. All right, let's get off these. It wasn't actually as long as the guy claimed. He said it was going to be 7 minutes, but it was a bit less than that. So yeah, I lost a little bit of time, but might get some waiting time paid by delivery there. We'll see. You know, we've got about 6 miles to this first one, and then maybe a couple miles after that. So I reckon, okay, 12 odd quid for, I'm going to say about 8 miles in total. It's not fabulous, but it does go towards the old dinner fund. And that's the main focus at the moment. But yeah, you can see it's heaving out tonight. It's a bank holiday weekend. It's a Sunday night. Don't drift, mate. You got to indicate. You can't just drift across when you feel like it. Remember that. Doesn't matter that you're a taxi driver. The old indicator is your friend. Worship and obey it. Oh, there he goes. Absolute awful driving, as most taxi drivers demonstrate. Yeah, that guy in Nando's was a decent chap. I've had him before deal with me, and yeah, he's always clear, honest, tries to give you as much info as you need. That's really what you want from these people who work on the takeaways. I mean, there's not much to expect from them, really, given that most of them are on minimum wage, you know. A general surliness is to be expected and you know, welcome, well, not welcomed, but tolerated. I think it's only when it's outright hostility that I have an issue with them, but just sort of bored indifference I can deal with. Because I remember what I was like at that age, working some minimum wage job. I wasn't busting my gut. But it's kind of nice when you meet one who actually seems to be, or seems to give a shit. This random taxi driver just ambling along. It always goes with extremes with taxi drivers. They're always going at like 100 miles an hour, or they're going at 5 miles an hour. I don't know if they're either trying to stretch out the journey so it pays more, or go so fast to try and get it over with to get onto the next one. This guy is sure taking his time. I mean, this is a 40 mile an hour zone. Why he's doing like 20 miles an hour makes no sense to me. Come on, mate. Buck it up a bit. I mean, I'm not going crazy myself. I just want something beyond 20 miles an hour. Come on, mate. Yeah, he's going to drift over to the other lane at the last minute. Like all good taxi drivers are going to do that. Jesus Christ, mate. Speed up. You know that thing where you have to see the face of the person who's been annoying you in a car? You know, you're not going to necessarily say anything. You're not going to have a go at them. You're not going to, you know, there's no road rage. You're just like, I need to see what they look like. Do they look as much of a douchebag as I think they are? Sadly, I couldn't see his face. Oh, man. I can feel the countryside in my nostrils. It's clogging it up. Oh, jeez Louise. I've always said that about the countryside. Yes, it's beautiful, but it does smell like shit. Let's be honest. Pop us in there. Hi there. Here you go. There you go. 85. They said the guy said they didn't have all the Portuguese things, so they put some chocolate cake in there instead. Okay, what was it? 85. Thank you. All right, let's go off to this next one. This is only 4 minutes, 1.5 miles. So I'm curious to see how much we get for this. Whether we did get any Deliveroo waiting time pay for this. I know it's pittance. It's I can't remember what it is. 20p a minute or something ridiculous, so every 5 minutes you get an extra quid. Hopefully we can pick up something straight after to go towards the supper fund. Otherwise we're going to be pretty threadbare fare tonight on the dinner table. I know we're making it sound like Oliver Twist. I mean I can't just pay for the takeaway anyhow. But I think my son just likes this idea that, oh, if he earns more, we get more food. Park this way, otherwise my bike's going to fall over. Hello, how are you? There's your first one. And there's your second one. Have you got your code? 55. Let's just check that goes through. Yep, cheers, thank you. All right, let's go pick up this Sainsbury's order. It's only like half a mile, 1 minute. So not long at all. And that 1 minute feels optimistic. I mean, how fast do you think I'm going? Still, with this one, it should bring us up to about 16 quid. Maybe 50 minutes, 45 minutes, I reckon, after this one. We'll see. All right, buddy. Let's make a squeeze through there, cheers. Oi, oi, oi. Goodness. Was that my vodka? Yeah. There is another one in there, yeah. Cheers. So yeah, there was clearly he dropped the vodka that was supposed to be in this bag. Jesus Christ, fuck off. It's a problem with these phones having so many features and, you know, swipe up and tap the back and everything. And, you know, every time we go over a pothole, some new AI feature pops up and tries to do something. It's always constantly asking me to circle this and ask Gemini that, and it's like her off. I just want to see the maps. I just want to see the maps. All right, my dear. That's okay. I've been there. Thank you so much. Have a great day. All right, that puts us up to 16 quid so far in about 50 minutes, which is okay. Let's get back onto Uber as well. See what the combined power can give us. Ooh, that's a £13 order, but going 14 miles. That's going out into the Peak District where I was today. I think Uber can just bugger off on that one. I'm not going 14 miles for 13 quid. It is risible, insulting, ridiculous. Mr. Eats. Insects everywhere as well. I forgot. You always forget. Summer brings out their flying ants and God knows what else. Get stuck on your windscreen. Fuck off, fuck off. Can't tell whether inside or outside sometimes. Sorry, I was just trying to get rid of some bugs. By the way, I know there's one guy who does watch my videos who gets angry with me about not wearing gloves, and you're absolutely right, I should be wearing gloves. And in previous videos, it was just laziness. Today, I genuinely forgot to take my gloves. They were in my other coat, so it's my bad. That's on me. Ooh, let me just pull over and have a look at this one and see what we get in here. So this is a £15 order, but it's from two such Miller and Carter. Let's have a quick look. And then going out to Dronfield. Shall I do this? 15 quid. It's all scattered all over the map, but fuck it, let's do it. 15 quid, that's going to be 30 quid to the fund. 30 quid to the supper fund. Curious to know how long this one's going to take. Where are we going first? Miller and Carter. I think it's like a steakhouse carvery. Miller. Is Miller and Carter? Is that a thing, Miller? Is that a chain, Miller and Carter? Sounds like it. I think it's this pub up on the left here, if I remember. I don't think I've ever come here before. Driven past it many, many times, but never delivered from here. This is the place. All right, let's just park here and sort it out when we get inside. I better take the bag, because, you know, you never know. Certain places are a bit fussy about thermal bags, which don't blame them. But I'll take it in. Ooh, they're not packed tonight, are they? Have you got the order 2769? Cheers. Is that for me? Cheers. If you just pop it on there and I'll scan it and then I'll do that for you. There you go. Thank you. Cheers. Oh, well, that was nice and quick. Now I've got to go to a Chinese restaurant in a small town outside Sheffield called Dronfield, which I find myself in a surprisingly frequent amount. It's about just over 4.5 miles to there. So at this stage, you're looking at about just over 5 miles for the 2 pickups. So the big question next is how far to the customers? But still, 15 quid can't be argued with. It's only going to take 11 minutes to get there. All right, let's get off to this. Next pickup. Shouldn't take too long. I mean, this will bring us up to a very handsome £31. This should definitely feed us this evening. It'd be interesting to compare pricings in different parts of the country. You know, 30 quid can get you a decent takeaway here in Sheffield. Is that true other places? I imagine London's probably a hell of a lot dearer, but what about other cities? Manchester, Leeds, wherever people are based? Let us know. Ah, man, I love delivering in the summer. It's beautiful. All right, here we go. We're at the restaurant now. Let's pull up. I think there's a couple of the people picking up stuff. This is basically the only restaurant here. Nope. Sorry, mate. You go first. Pleasure. Thank you. Oh, okay. They're asking for another one. Another quid. Ooh, I don't know. No, I'm not going to do another one. 7021. Mine's 9448. Okay, no problem. That's the one. Thank you so much. Cheers. See you, buddy. Yeah. It was just they added an extra one. It was like £1, but I'm not taking that because it's not worth it. Just not worth it.
Yeah, for me they added £3.45, so I wonder.
But maybe it's a different one. Maybe it's.
It'll be the same one, but what they've done is because I'll be going from a different direction.
Yeah.
There'll be more mileage for me.
It might be. Yeah. No, it's not. See you, buddy. Only sort of 2 or 3 minutes to this first one, which is, encouraging. So we've probably only done, probably 6 miles at this point when I do this first one. 6 miles for 15 quid. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. But obviously there's one more to drop after, so we'll see how far that one's going. I don't think it's going too far though. I'm sure it's in this area. Okay. Oh man, that's bright. That is bright. All right there, buddy. Is that for you? 1.5. Thank you. All right, that one's dropped off. We've now got another, just under 3 miles, another 7 minutes. So yeah, I'm trying to do all the maths in my head at this point. I think in total this has worked out to be about 9 miles probably, which for 15 quid, it's not too bad on a Sunday night. Can live with that. And just 15 quid feels like a chunky old amount to get as well. It hasn't taken that long. I think the whole thing's probably only taken about 20 minutes, which when you kind of do that on an hourly basis, it's pretty good. If you got 15 quid every 20 minutes, we'd be laughing. Rarely happens. In fact, almost never happens. I think I once earned, I think the best I ever did was 50 quid in an hour You just had a couple of these kind of insane orders with tips and everything, and it was like Valentine's Day or Mother's Day or something, and I remember just absolutely raking it in. But it's very, very rare. But I'll still have half an hour left on my 2-hour timer to see how much more I can add to the 32 quid I've already made. I might be able to slip in another 1 or 2 deliveries. That's okay. No problem. There you go. Have you got that? Whee! Have you got it? Okay. Have you got your code? 32. 32. Thank you. Bye. All right. Well, that's done. That's brought us up to about £31 for... Well, it's exactly an hour and a half now. What's that? Oh, that was working out at... Oh, I don't know. I can't believe I can't work this out. It's 20 quid an hour, isn't it? Sorry. I mean, you're going to have to do the maths on some of these. That one was easy. I mean, if I could do maths, I wouldn't be doing this job for pittance, but... All right, got half an hour left. See what else I can make. Going to head back into Sheffield. Ideally, try to get an order which is sort of taking me roughly towards where I live, rather than going, miles away. But, needs must if the devil drives. If it is taking me a bit further away, that's okay. I can live with that. It's been very, very frisky this evening in terms of orders. So, hopefully, definitely get at least one more order before I close for the night. Let's see. I mean, I'm heading towards an area with Sainsbury. Oh, here we go. Asda. Oh, do I want to do 2 orders from Asda, though? That's... do I want to do 2 orders from Asda? That's going to be massive. I think I'm going to just cancel that one. Just because I've got to feel Asda's always big orders. And even though it's £7, it is 2 orders. It's going to take a while. I'm feeling lucky. Holding out for something better. It feels like one of the... And Asda can be really slow as well. So you can end up waiting ages for them, and then you end up having to cancel an order, and then you've just wasted so much time. So, let's keep pushing on. Let's head back into Sheffield, see if there's anything else to offer me which is better than that. Ooh, 480 for 5.3 miles. But it is kind of going towards where I live. That's a crappy order, though. It's a crappy order. Do I do it just because of its proximity? Okay, now it's offering it to me again, but for less money. Well done, Uber. I love it when they do that. Just on principle, I'm going to say no to that. Because it's such a shitty thing to do. Come on. On a Sunday night, bank holiday weekend, we can do better than £1 for a mile. That's just insulting. Come on. Deliveroo, Uber Eats, you can do better. I think the problem is, certainly with Uber Eats, I don't know if this is true where you're delivering. They've started doing this £50 for 50 orders, where you've got to do, from Sunday, it's like Sunday to Sunday. So if you do 50 orders, then you'll get an extra £50. And of course, people are trying to get those done, so they'll just take any bloody order, any crappy old order, to get the extra 50 quid. So they'll take anything which, even less than £1 a mile. I don't know, I think it ends up probably being a false economy. Okay, they're offering me that stupid Asda order again. No. So this Uber stuff, I think it's, yes, £6, Thai Traveller. I might have to do a bit of a turnaround, but that's okay, I can live with that. And it's going to Ringing Low Road, which is kind of in my wheelhouse. I wonder if I can just I probably can't do a turnaround here, but it's only at the end of this road. I can do a little one. Let's just do it in that bus stop. And then go back up. Okay, let's just find ourselves. Yeah, there's a Thai restaurant not far from here. 1 minute away. 0.6 miles. So yeah, this is definitely worth it. So this is half a mile to here, then maybe 2-3 miles to the customer for £6. Yeah, I'll do that one. That'll bring us up to a rather nice 38 quid. That's going to buy us a takeaway, isn't it? That's going to get us a fairly chunky little supper. Nice. My son is going to be delighted. Let's do it. Assuming, of course, this restaurant has the food ready, which they don't always. I've been here a couple of times. They're lovely people, but I think the whole delivery thing is all a bit confusing and new for them, and so they always seem a bit nonplussed by what to do when a delivery driver turns up. And often you do have to wait quite a while for the orders, but Thai traveller. Let's just park in here. Hello, my dear. How are you? Not too bad. Is that 1547? Excellent. All right, I'll scan that for you. Wait, come on. There you go. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye-bye. All right, we got about 3.5 miles to go to the customer. So yeah, a little bit further than I thought it would be, but it's still not bad. It's still about, altogether it's about 4 miles for 6 odd quid, so it's about £1.5 per mile. Yeah, that's fine for me. Let's go. And then I think that'll probably be it. I don't think I'll be able to get another one in before my time's up, but I can then go and get myself something to eat, which will be nice because I'm starving. Yeah, I think it's weird when you've got a really limited time to deliver in. I don't know why I always find myself earning a little bit more just because I tend to be a bit more clinical about what orders to accept and not. You're like, right, I'm not taking that, I'm not taking that. Because you know you want to earn a good chunk in that time. And poorly paying orders is just not worth your brother. So you become, a bloody delivery ninja. If there is such a thing, which I don't think there is. Although I suppose we could earn a bit more money doing ninja duties on top of the deliveries in the way that taxi drivers also do food deliveries. I suppose, we could also do, I don't know, assassinations, takedowns, intimidation. That's a thought. All right, out on the countryside. Oh, it's a bit chillier out here, I tell ya. Once the sun goes down and there's no cover from the buildings. Oh, you can feel that. But yeah, I love it when it's like this, when it's kind of just sunset and you've got all these beautiful fields and trees and houses. It's lovely. Going to some pub, is that? Some kind of pub I'm dropping off at? Oh, I think it must be at the end of this road. Yeah, there is a pub there. I've seen this before. All right, let's see where this is. Norfolk Arms, is it in there? Is it in there? Okay. I don't know. Let's just park outside and see. All right, mate. Have you got your code? 00. Thank you so much. There you go, sir. Have a great evening. Bye-bye. All right, good people. Well, drop that one off. That gives us £37 and 51 pence. And that was all done in 1 hour and 50 minutes. Which, if you do all the magical calculations in your head, which I'm not going to do, but, you know, I imagine it works out roughly at 20 quid an hour. So that's been nice and profitable. Even better for me, because I get to then spend this money on a takeaway for me and my family. And I'm heading back into Sheffield now, which you can see over there, over the trees, to grab myself a Greek takeaway from a place called Apollon, which is a really nice place to order from. Go home and enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed this sort of smash and grab run. This singing for my supper, paying my way. It's always nice when you're hitting way above minimum wage. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. It's been a fun little one, hasn't it? Enjoyed the whole thing. So wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, whatever day, date, time, month, year it might be, have an absolutely stupendous one. And I'll think of you while I'm eating my souvlaki. See you later.